Hello everyone, welcome to Mysteries for You. Please don't forget subscribes. Let's start. We are all slaves to our customs, and our customs are slaves to our time and place. What we accept as normal today might have been seen as odd a few centuries ago. The customs surrounding marriage and sex are no exception. This list includes some of the most interesting, and sometimes shocking, facts linked to the institution of marriage, expressions of love, and sexual practices in ancient times. Number 1. In ancient India, some communities believed that widows were not entitled to move on with their lives after their husband passed away. They had a peculiar procedure called sati or sati. Its simplicity was only equaled by its brutality. The widow jumped into the pyre of her dead husband, or was pushed, depending on the circumstances, and was burned alive. In a different version of the same custom, the widow was buried alive, many times willingly, next to the corpse of her husband. William Ward, an English Baptist missionary who visited India during the 19th century, witnessed a 16-year-old Indian widow agree to be buried next to her husband's cadaver. A few British officers, who were also present, tried to persuade the young widow's relatives, including her mother, to stop, but none of them showed any interest in doing so. The young girl was still alive when she was completely buried. After this, her relatives left the scene without showing any concern for what had taken place. Number 2. It was an ancient Babylonian custom that, at least once in her life, all women of that nation had to perform a sacred sexual duty to the goddess Mylitta, who is mostly identified with Aphrodite. Women had to enter the sacred precinct of the goddess and have intercourse with a stranger in return for a fee. This account is also reported by the ancient Greek historian Herodotus in Histories 1.199. He adds that the women are continually entering and leaving this place. Whenever a woman comes here and sits down, she may not return home until one of the strangers has tossed silver into her lap, and has had intercourse with her outside the sanctuary. The earnings were dedicated to the goddess Mylitta, and when the silver was received by the women, it became sacred property. Women that were not attractive enough, Herodotus adds, may have had to wait a long time, maybe even years, while those who were tall and beautiful were done with their duty fairly quickly. Number 3. The institution of marriage has many accepted configurations in the Hebrew Bible. During Israel's earliest historical period, polygamy was an accepted practice. Though with the economic burden of supporting more than one wife, it wasn't the most widespread practice outside the upper class. We know that David and Solomon were big fans of polygamy. In 1 Kings 11:3, the Bible records about 1,000 women for Solomon, including wives and concubines. David was a bit more austere, he had at least 8. There are also some earlier examples recorded. In Genesis 29 hours 20 minutes 29 seconds, Jacob committed to a 14-year indenture for his 2 concubines and 2 wives. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, okay, bye bye.